did
Breaking
get
news.
some special
The
treatment
Trump
today, as he
Milwaukee
often does.
debacle.
Unlike the vast majority
All
of
right, folks,
felons
gather
out there,
around because you
Trump
won't
was allowed to
believe
do
the
his
circus
interview
act our
at
favorite reality
Mar-a-Lago
TV
over a
star
video
turned
conference
political
call.
dynamo has performed this time.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm
Must
talking
make the
about
mandatory
Donald Trump
drug
and
test
his
kind of
latest
difficult.
gaffe that left everyone from
Hard
Wisconsin
to
scratching
get the
their
pee
heads
right
at
into
the
the
collective
USB
blows.
ports. Full body
Picture
restraints
this.
on wheels
Trump,
with
in
a
his
face
infinite
mask.
wisdom,
Like,
decided to take a dump on Milwaukee, the very city set to host next month's Republican National Convention.
Help me out here. Who am I thinking of?
The late,
like
great
being invited
Hannibal
to a dinner
Lecter.
party, and then telling
Exactly
the host
right.
their cooking
Exactly
is
right.
terrible
Oh, it's his
before
words.
the meal even starts.
Trump.
And this wasn't just a whisper in a
Especially
corner.
to Judge
No,
Merchan,
Trump
who was
called
in the
Milwaukee,
courtroom with him
and
for
I
6
quote,
weeks.
a horrible city.
He could
The
pick
comment
Trump
was so
out of a
bad it had to
lineup
be confirmed by
by
an NBC
smell.
News source who was in the room.
The results of
Exasperated
today's
reality
interview
check.
will also help
Republicans
determine the
spin
proper
the mess.
punishment for the crime. Now,
What
if it
happened
went
next
really
was the stuff
badly,
of political
the judge
theater.
could have
You had
humbling
Republicans tripping over
moments along
themselves
the
to clean
way.
up the mess.
Today was
they
a big
denied
one
he said
because
it.
the
Oh, he didn't
convicted
mean
felon in
Milwaukee?
chief had
They
to undergo a
stammered.
probation
But
interview,
surprise,
a required
Trump
step
later
before his
admitted
New
he
York
said those horrible
sentencing
things about
to
Milwaukee.
prepare a report that
And
would
then
tell
the
the
spin
judge
cycle
more about
began.
the defendant.
Oh, he
How
was
could
talking
any
about
part
crime
of Donald
rates.
Trump
They
still
tried to
be a
rationalize.
mystery? We all had a
Another
great
genius
weekend.
even
I
blamed
did.
it on the Brewers' bullpen.
I mean, the weather
because why
here
not?
in New York
It's like
was
watching someone try to
absolutely
put out a
Donald
fire
Trump
with
as a
gasoline.
convicted felon.
Just doesn't make any sense. Sarcasm.
Beautiful.
The irony of
Shirt
Trump's
sleeve
love-hate
weather.
relationship with cities.
Now, he won't be
Here's where it
sentenced
gets
until
even better.
July 11th, but we
Remember,
can still
this
enjoy
isn't just
every
any city. Milwaukee is the largest city in the key battleground state of Wisconsin, a state Republicans desperately need in their corner come 2024. So what does Trump do? He insults it. It's like watching a stand-up comedian heckle their own audience. But we love Milwaukee, they cry, trying to salvage some dignity. And let's be real, who doesn't love Milwaukee? It's got the Bucks, the Brewers, Harley-Davidson, a beautiful lakefront, and a fantastic range of restaurants that would make any foodie drool. Yet here's Trump, treating it like the ugly stepchild of American cities. And the Republicans? Oh, they're just trying to keep up. First, they lie and say he didn't say it. Then, when it's clear he did, they start spinning tales that would make Rumpelstiltskin proud. He was talking about crime rates, they say. Sure, that's it. Keep telling yourselves that. The cynicism runs deep. Trump's disdain for urban America. But let's not kid ourselves. Trump has a history of trashing urban America. He's taken shots at New York, Washington, D.C., and Baltimore. It's like he's on a mission to alienate every major city in the country. And why? Because in Trump's world, cities don't matter unless they're filled with people who adore him. And Milwaukee? Well, it just became his latest target. Exemplification. The hypocrisy of GOP leaders. This isn't just about Milwaukee, though. It's a microcosm of the larger issue, the hypocrisy of the GOP leadership. These are the same folks who, not too long ago, were singing Milwaukee's praises. Now, they're stuck in a bizarre twist of trying to defend their leader while not alienating a critical voter base. You've got to hand it to them, though. It's a juggling act worthy of a circus. Call to action. Recognize the threat. So what's the takeaway here? Aside from the sheer entertainment value of watching politicians squirm, it's a stark reminder of the absurdity we're dealing with. Trump's actions aren't just off-the-cuff remarks. They're strategic, even if they seem boneheaded. He's playing a game, and it's time we all started paying attention. Book promotion. The bigger picture. And speaking of paying attention, if you found this little escapade through the political funhouse as enlightening as I have, you'll definitely want to check out my book. It dives deeper into the world of political theatrics, the games politicians play, and why it all matters more than you might think. Because at the end of the day, these aren't just isolated incidents. They're part of a bigger, more concerning picture. Techniques, rhetorical questions, and hyperbole. I mean, really, how much more of this can we take? How many more times will we let a politician insult a city, a state, or a group of people and then just shrug it off? It's time to call out the hypocrisy, the lies, and the spin for what they are. It's time to hold these so-called leaders accountable. Because if we don't, we're just letting the circus continue, and who knows what the next act will be. Emotional appeal, frustration, and motivation. So, dear readers, I leave you with this. Don't just laugh at the absurdity of it all. Feel the frustration, the exasperation, and let it fuel you. Because change doesn't come from complacency. It comes from action. And in the world we're living in,